As news cameras captured the violent protests and growing unrest in Ferguson, Missouri after the shooting death of Michael Brown, the one thing the media could not see clearly, what was happening from above.
They finally admitted it really was to keep the media out.
According to air traffic control recordings obtained by the Associated Press, the U.S. government shut down airspace surrounding Ferguson at the request of police who wanted to keep news helicopters away.
The problem is this is a very unusual.
The St. Louis County Police told AP back in August and again recently they requested the flight restriction because gunshots had been fired at a police helicopter, but no records were ever provided.
There is really no, there's no option for a TFR that says,
Instead, the recordings show air traffic managers struggling with how to word the temporary flight restriction without impeding other traffic.
Everybody but the media is okay.
Right.
The recordings raise questions if police violated the constitutional rights of journalists and whether they were aided by federal officials who appear ambivalent about those rights.
The reaction so far has been, a sort of puzzlement and a little bit of outrage. The press freedom advocates say that, the press has a right, particularly under the First Amendment, to report the news.
The police department in Ferguson was widely criticized for its heavy-handed response to the media and protesters after the officer-involved shooting. Now the flight ban raises new questions.
Who is allowed to ask for these temporary flight restrictions, and who investigates, the claims that are made when you do shut down airspace?
Which is what happened over Ferguson for 12 days. John Moan, Associated Press.